Congestion pricing continues to face more and more pushback. In fact, it's bringing lawmakers who are usually on opposite sides of issues together to try and put a stop to it.
Fox 5's Antoine Lewis is live now in the Mount Haven section of the Bronx with the very latest on what is going on with this debate. Antoine.
Well, so the concern here in the Bronx is that boulevards like this, Bruckner that you're looking at, would become even more busy. More traffic would be here because of the number of people trying to avoid paying the toll, trucks in particular. And one lawmaker is worried about the impact it would have on air quality.
The MTA's plan to place a toll on vehicles who enter Manhattan south of 60th Street is aimed at reducing the amount of congestion in the central business district. On Monday, Bronx Congressman Richie Torres raised concerns that the plan would increase the number of trucks, diesel trucks in particular, who would be trying to avoid paying a higher toll than other vehicles by using the Cross Bronx Expressway or other arteries in the South Bronx. Torres says by his team's estimate, some 740 trucks would be diverted through his borough, and with that, the negative environmental impact of those truck emissions.
Is it fair to prioritize the public health of Manhattan at the expense of the public health in the Bronx?
In its environmental assessment released last week, the MTA says the plan would have no adverse effect on regional air quality, but Bronx residents aren't so sure.
More come to, you're going to be, what I call them, detrimental.
All the factories that they add back here, they added the Amazon factories back there and all that, with all them cars coming in and out. It's already traffic, and the traffic stops and all that. Is bad.
While Torres still supports congestion pricing, two of his Capitol Hill colleagues are flatly opposed. Staten Island Representative Nicole Malliotakis says the plan double charges her constituents.
The people of Staten Island already pay $5.50 to connect to the rest of the city. To now hit them over the head with another fee that could be as high as $23.
While New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer is making the same case for Garden State residents.
We've been screaming now for a long time at the top of our lungs about how bad of an idea this is, and they keep marching forward without considering the consequence on anybody else.
At a news conference with Governor Hochul, MTA Chairman Janno Lieber addressed the criticisms.
Big picture, congestion pricing is reducing congestion and improving air quality. But depending on what version of it in terms of the pricing and so on that you choose, there may be localized impacts. The idea of the study is to mitigate those.
So as you come back to us, Laura, a couple of things we also want to let everyone know. There are 7 scenarios involving the congestion tolling that they're looking into. No fees have been determined as of yet. Virtual public comment on this issue begins on August 25th. We're in Mott Haven. Back inside to you.
All right, Antoine, thank you.